Hello children, welcome to EDUHUNT classes where you can excel your academics. In the previous videos, we already discussed what are synthetic fibers, what are natural fibers, etc. etc. So in this video, we are going to clearly learn about what is the type and kinds and synthetic fibers. Okay, here we have so many categories of synthetic fibers, namely rayon, nylon, polyester, acrylic and spandex. So out of which we'll discuss one by one in each and every videos. Okay children. So today we are going to learn about rayon. The synthetic fiber, the first synthetic fiber is rayon. Okay. Shall we start the lesson? Okay. Here we go with the synthetic fiber rayon. Synthetic fiber rayon. Okay children. Clear? Okay. Let's start. So what is this rayon? And the name we already noted that synthetic fiber rayon is a semi-synthetic fiber obtained from wood pulp. Did you remember in the previous videos? Yes. If not, I'll tell you again children. I'll just have a summary for you. See, rayon is a synthetic fiber, not complete synthetic fiber. It is a semi-synthetic fiber. It is a semi-synthetic fiber. Semi-synthetic fiber, and this rayon is not at all a completely synthetic fiber. You know why? Because this particular rayon is obtained from wood pulp, which is automatically obtained from plants. Very good. See, the huge trees contain wood, right? So from that they'll take this particular wood pulp and they'll process it into cellulose to obtain cellulose, and from there they're going to obtain this rayon fiber. We'll see how it's processed and all. First learn the concept of rayon. Okay children. So rayon is generally known as a semi-synthetic fiber, also called as man-made fibers. What about man-made fibers? Man-made fibers are also called as synthetic fibers. Okay, all these are artificially made, right? So here rayon, it is a semi-synthetic fiber, and this rayon is obtained from wood pulp. Very good. Wood pulp. Obtained from wood pulp. You know how they obtained from wood pulp? We'll see in the process section. Okay, children. So this particular rayon is having a ancient history. It's having some interesting history. You know what is that? Yes, let me tell you. In China, you know China? Yes. Yes, the country China, okay, discovered silk. You know silk, children? Yeah, the natural fiber silk. Yeah, the very shiny, lustrous fiber silk. Okay, so China discovered silk, and you know what happened then? China discovered silk, and they started manufacturing all the clothes, garments, etc. etc. So all these silk containing fibers containing clothes are very costly. They're very costly, and people also used to buy the silk containing clothes because of its having a very great demand, because of its very beautiful appearance. It is very beautiful to see, very posh to wear, all these things. Okay, so silk is having that much credit, and it is discovered in China. So scientists discovered silk, and it is having that costly demand in China. So what happened? All the world is looking for that kind of fabrics. Okay, but we don't have that much expense to buy all the silk clothes. You know what happened then? Okay, scientists started to manufacture that kind of fabric in their countries. Okay, scientists started manufacturing, we can say, they started implementing how to just make sure how to get that kind of fabric and all. Okay, they started manufacturing that kind of fabric. Okay, that kind of fabric. And you know what happened next? Manufacturing that kind of fabric, which we can say silk artificially. Okay, silk artificially. So they started manufacturing that kind of silk fiber, but artificially. You know what happened after process? At the end of 19th century. What happened, children? At the end of 19th century. At the end of 19th century, these scientists developed that kind of fiber. You know how? They chemically treated with wood pulp. There comes the word wood pulp. Okay. Yes, the wood which we are taking from the trees. Okay. So scientists started manufacturing all these kind of fibers. Okay. But finally, what happened in the end of 19th century? They chemically, by chemical treatments, they got the silk kind of fiber. Through what? Through wood pulp. Okay. So since then, we started fabrics such as which are very similar. This particular fiber which is very similar to that of silk fiber. Yes. So this silk fiber is very costly, as we know. But this scientist, what happened? Scientists developed that kind of fiber to a cheaper rate. Okay. This fiber is nothing but rayon fiber. It is very cheaper than silk. So what happened? And they started productions of this particular fibers, which is a name with the word called as viscose fiber. What is that? Viscose fiber. We'll see why this name is obtained for this particular fiber. Okay. And then they named it as rayon in several centuries and all. So firstly, we'll see why this particular silk and it's having so much of demand because of its nature, texture, and also about its demand, costly, all these things, appearance wise, beautiful appearance wise. Okay. But now what happened? Even we got the other fiber which is very similar to that of silk and it is cheaper than that of silk. So all started buying that fiber. You know what is that now? We are discussing what is that? Yes, we are discussing rayon fiber. Okay. So here the history got to know regarding rayon. Okay. What happened, children? Rayon is a semi-synthetic fiber and is also made from wood pulp. Very good. So what happened before? China? Yes, China discovered silk and kept it secret for many years. You know why? Because how they do produce, nobody should know. Okay. So what happened next? Our scientists started manufacturing that kind of fiber and artificial process. Okay, not original one, artificial process. And then what happened? They chemically treated wood pulp to obtain that kind of fiber which is very similar to that of silk, and in the end of 19th century they named it as rayon, which is very cheaper than that of silk. Did you understand, children, this history about regarding rayon? Okay, clear. So because of this artificial silk production, they named it as artificial silk. Because of this artificial silk production by this scientist, they named rayon as artificial silk. Because why, children? Its appearance is similar to that of silk, but originally is not a silk. It is generally a fiber made from wood pulp. Okay, you'll see what is the what and then you'll understand. Okay, children, clear with that history, right? Yeah. See here, history regarding the particular rayon. See, if you see the wood pulp over here, these are trees, the cutted wood from trees. Yes? Yeah. So from trees, we obtained wood, and from then we are obtaining, what is that? Pieces of wood crushed into pieces, and pieces of wood contains, after processing, they'll do obtaining of cellulose pulp out of this woods. Okay, children, see if you see the chopped wood over here. The wood is taken, is chopped finally, and the fine wood chopped. Okay, then they'll do this processing into obtaining cellulose pulp, which is very whitish containing. We'll see that also fine. Okay, so history regarding rayon, what is that? It is recognized as the first man-made fiber. It is a first man-made fiber. What is the first man-made fiber? Rayon. Very good. The first man-made fiber is rayon. Okay, and it is developed in the late 19th century. Which century, children? 19th century. By whom? By French chemist Hilary de Chardonnay. Okay, he is a scientist who discovered and developed in the 19th century. Who is a French chemist? Who is a French chemist over here? Hilary de Chardonnay. Okay, and as an affordable alternate silk. Okay, we know it is an alternative to silk, because silk is more costly and demand is more due to high price and all. So we had an alternative to silk developed by this particular French chemist. Okay, and initially it is called as artificial silk. Starting it is used to have a name which is artificial silk, and later they named it as viscose. They named it as viscose. We also call it as viscose fiber. Rayon is also named as viscose fiber. Okay, and it is produced by regenerating cellulose from wood pulp. See, I told you, they'll take the tree, like for example bamboo tree, something particular trees used to be there, and from there they used to be collecting all that wood. Okay, and from there they used to cut into pieces, into small pieces, and crushing and all that, taking out of the particular pieces, and they used to chop each and every part, and they used to generate cellulose from out of that particular wood, and there you'll extract the cellulose pulp. From there they used to take it out. Okay, children, and it was officially named rayon in 1924. Okay, so first they used to call with a name called artificial silk. Later on they had a name with viscose. Okay, viscose fiber, and also officially they named in 1924 as rayon. Okay, this is about the history of rayon, how it is processed, how it is made up of. Okay, from wood pulp. Okay, here is the history for you. Next slide, we'll see what is there. Yeah, it's all about rayon now. We'll discuss what is rayon and what is the main properties regarding the rayon. Okay, children. Here we see it can absorb sweat. Rayon has a specific property to absorb sweat because it is a natural fiber. It can absorb a sweat easily. It's a main interesting property regarding rayon, children. Okay, because of its tendency to absorb moisture. Children, I told a point regarding natural fiber in the previous video where I told you that all the natural fibers has the tendency to absorb moisture, which means it will trap our sweat. Yes, it can easily absorb our moisture. We also did an activity regarding mug A, mug B. We are dipping cotton cloth in one mug A and some synthetic cloth in mug B. Okay, we see the cotton cloth is absorbing more water because of more empty spaces, right? Here is a trick. Okay, so because of its tendency to absorb moisture, means పీల్చుకోవడం, means చెమట ఉంటుంది కదా, అది పీల్చుకోవడం, moisture, absorbing moisture, okay, from the body and also from the moisture, okay, from the atmosphere. So it is preferred over other synthetic fibers in summer season. Due to this reason, we just make sure we use this kind of natural fibres, natural fibers or natural fabrics from the rainy season. No, in the summer season. Okay, so we use this kind of natural fibers in summer season. You know why? Because it easily trap our sweats and it can easily wear because of absorbing moisture and all. We have the property regarding wearing in the summer season. Okay, similarly this particular rayon containing clothes are also preferred using in summer season because it is absorbing moisture, right? So this kind of synthetic fiber is preferred using in summer season. Okay, endakalamlo we can happily wear that rayon containing clothes because why? It can absorb our sweat. Very good. We can happily with that cloth. Okay, we can happily survive. Fine. Next important point regarding rayon. We'll see what is that. It is shiny and lustrous. Oh, see, it is appearance wise also very beautiful because appearance is almost similar to that of silk. Okay, so it is also shiny. The fabrics are very shiny. Fibers are very shiny. Lustrous, which means shine appearance. Okay, and resembles to silk. Okay, it resembles to silk. Almost will be resemble like silk only. Okay, next, it can be dyed in a wide variety of colors. Dyed means what, children? Yes, inputting all the colors. Yes, so starting all the fibers are in some whitish or creamish colored ones, but here we see some different colors we have appeared, right? Dark blue, brown, red, orange, blues, yellow, all these things. Okay, we have many colors over here. You know how they got all these colors? The fiber is same, but the colors are different. You know why? Yeah, they're dyed with wide variety of colors. It can be easily dyed with wide variety of colors. Dyed means what? Adding colors. Inputting colors means color lo a particular fiber ni munchi a dye ki means it will have that contain that particular color to that. Okay, if we take a normal white cloth and if you dip into any particular color of anything, you'll get that color into that particular fiber, right? Similarly, it is dyed with wide variety of colors. So many colors. Not only these shades, we have wide variety of shades, okay? Yeah, I know more colors than me. Fine. So, all this process are doing in this particular by rayon, okay? So, this is all about rayon introduction, and it is having a many property regarding absorbing moisture. We can happily wear it in summer season, and these are shiny, lustrous, very posh to wear, very good to have, and beautiful appearance to wear outside too, okay? And it can be dyed with various colors. We have many colors regarding this rayon cloths, okay? Next one is, the process, how it is processed, manufactured industrially, okay? I told you, it is chemically treated with that of wood pulp, okay? It is chemically treated with that of wood pulp. And how it is processed in industries? We'll see how it is processed now. See, they are taking the wood pulp, okay? That is nothing but cellulose, okay? And here, they're mixing with sodium hydroxide. NaOH stands for sodium. I'll write it here for you children, okay? NaOH stands for sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide, okay? And they're also treating with that with CS2. CS2 means, CS2 stands for carbon disulfide. Okay, children? So, they'll treat with these two. What are these two? NaOH and as well as carbon disulfide. So, this particular wood pulp cellulose is treated with sodium hydroxide and carbon disulfide, and to obtain what? To obtain a viscose fiber. To obtain viscose fiber, the multiple fiber, okay? So, that viscous fiber is undergoing with that of spinneret. What is a spinneret? Spinneret is a machine, children. It will contain some holes, okay, through which the fibers are extracting to become a single thread. See, for example, this is a particular viscose fibers, okay? They'll go in each one, okay? They'll obtain with one by one, and here one by one like that. And what happened finally? You'll get all these things mixed with that kind of one fiber, which is thick and appearance wise is also good for holding, okay children? So, that kind of thing is known as filament, okay? So, after the processing of viscose fiber into spinneret, we'll get a filament, and that filament is treated with dilute H2SO4. What is dilute H2SO4? DIL means dilute. DIL means dilute. Dilute means, yes, more amount of water and less amount of acid, okay? So, here H2SO4 is used. You know what H2SO4? H2SO4 stands for sulfuric acid. What is it, children? Sulfuric acid. So, what they'll do? They'll take all these such filaments, okay, and they'll add with dilute H2SO4. After treating with dilute H2SO4, we'll get the final one here, that is viscose rayon. Rayon is obtained from that of filament to rayon with the treatment of dilute H2SO4. We can see all these things in the video clip, okay. So, here we can see process of particular rayon, how it is processed, children, from the wood pulp, and the cellulose is taken into viscose by NaOH and carbon disulfide, and further into filament, and further into a viscose rayon. Finally, we'll get a rayon which is added. After that, they'll add some dyes, colors and all, okay children? This is the basic treatment of the production of rayon from wood pulp, okay? So, you can see here we pasted bamboo, okay? Bamboo trees are there, okay? So, from there they'll take the wood pulp, and that cellulose is used to treat with these things, okay? NaOH, CS2, dilute H2SO4, and finally get a viscose rayon. Clear, children? This is all about the process behind that particular rayon production, okay children? Okay, next slide is all about, yes, how it is processed. The names are included over here. We'll see what are these names are. First one, what are these? Yeah, these are trees. Okay, trees. And after that, what happened? This is wood, the chopped wood we can say, chopped wood. Chopped wood. Next, what is this now? The obtained cellulose. The obtained cellulose pulp. Okay, and this cellulose pulp is again transferred to what? The mixtured one. Yeah, we can say it is a fiber. Which fiber? Rayon fiber. Okay, and into, yeah, these fibers are, using spindle and all, they'll do some rotations and rotations. You'll get a yarn now. You'll get yarn. Okay, and then into fabric. What kind of fabric it is now? Rayon fabric. Okay, so all these treatments, right from tree, how it is obtained to fabric, we'll see one by one again. From trees, the wood is taken out and the wood is chopped into smaller pieces. Chop means what? Yeah, breaking down to smaller pieces, and then from there we will see the cellulose pulp. Cellulose pulp is also obtained from that wood. Okay, taken out, and from there we'll see the fiber. Fiber is obtained from that of cellulose pulp. Okay, they take the cellulose pulp into some, rayon containing things one by one. Okay, from trees to, once again, okay, we'll see one by one. From trees to chopped wood. You know what is chopped wood? From trees, they'll take wood now, children. From there, they'll chop into smaller pieces. Okay, with the help of knives and all, they'll chop into smaller pieces, and these small wood particles are processed to obtain cellulose pulp. And from there, you saw the process right here, no? How it's processed into rayon. Yeah. So that particular process of cellulose pulp is obtained to get a rayon fiber. Okay, the filaments of the rayon fiber, and from there you'll get yarn. You know what is yarn? Yarn is nothing but, taking all the fibers together and you can roll it into threads. You'll get bundle of, fibers together, no? Roll it and roll. Daralu, like that. This is big sized one. Yarn we say, okay? Yarn, fine. And from that yarn we'll obtain, we can use it for many fabrics. Okay, so it is used white, so we got white fabric, and if you use some different addition of colors, including dyes of this particular fibers, you'll get multiple colors. Okay, children, this is all about the processing of rayon from trees, yeah, wood pulp, cellulose, etc., into a particular rayon fabric. Okay, children, yes. Next slide is all about properties, the main properties of viscose fiber. How viscose fiber, what is the speciality of rayon, and what is the real speciality regarding this particular viscose fiber called rayon. Okay, we'll see now. Okay, now what is that first point, children? Viscose is the most absorbent of all cellulosic fibers. I told you already, rayon is having a very much property regarding absorbing sweat and also absorbing moisture. It can happily sweat traps. Okay, so viscose is the most absorbent of all cellulosic fibers. Next, even more so, cotton or linen. Children, cotton and linen are natural fibers, children. Cotton and linen are natural fibers obtained from cotton plant, and this is from some other things. Okay, plants, stalk of what is that? Flax plant, yes. Okay, these both are obtained from, cotton is obtained from cotton plant and linen is obtained from stalk of flax plant, and from there, the comparison of these both, which are including these both, are kind of natural fibers, and from that also they comparing this with rayon. Rayon is a semi-synthetic fiber, a man-made fiber, but it is coming under synthetic reasons only, but it is almost absorbent than cotton and linen also itself. See, summer season we'll wear mostly cotton clothes for our proper comfortable nature, but rayon is also having that kind of property more than cotton and more than rayon in absorbing all the moisture and sweat also. So viscose is that much having the main property regarding absorbing moisture and absorbing sweat. Viscose is nothing but rayon. Okay, viscose fiber is also, see, I'll write here, rayon is also named, also called as viscose fiber. No, which fiber, children? Yes, viscose fiber. Fine. Now, viscose gives the appearance and feels as soft and silky and very comfortable to wear. As we discussed, this rayon is soft, shiny, with that of properties regarding similar properties with that of silk, right? Silk is discovered in China. Very good. So here we have similar properties with that of rayon. Rayon is also having that much softness, silkiness, and all this very comfortable to wear during the summer season also. Okay, rayon is having that much particular property, that much property. Okay, viscose gives appearance and feels as soft and shiny and very comfortable to wear. Okay, children, do you understand the point, right? Good. So next point, viscose fibers have good moisture regain property. Already we discussed this point, good moisture regain property they have like cotton fiber. Cotton fibers will easily dip if we sweat. If we just dip a cotton particular fabric over here, it will easily dip. Okay, similar properties that of having with the viscose fibers, nothing but rayon fibers. Okay, and viscose has a good drapeability property. You can easily drape, you know, mummies will wear, they'll drape the sari, right? Okay, so that kind of things, the property ability is also very sure. We can happily drape, and if you drape, the size and texture will be very soft and very silky, and it will not disturb your appearance. Okay, that is the drapeability property, and it has good tensile strength. It is strong also. It can bear much weight too. Okay, rayon is having that good tensile strength. Okay, and viscose fibers can be easily dyed. You know, they can dip into several other colors to get good colors. Okay, easily dyed in several colors. Okay, we can get multiple colors. See, we have multiple colors of all these shades of rayon. Yes, yeah, here you can see the silky and shiny nature of that rayon. Yeah, see how beautiful to see the double shaded colors. Okay, very good, na? Very fine. Now, when heating the viscose fiber, it does not shrink. It is a main property, children, most one. See, we have known, we just regarding synthetic fibers, we already discussed during heating, during ironing, if you apply more amount of heat to synthetic fibers, it will melt easily, right? I told that point regarding that video. Here, if you see, when heating the viscose fiber, it does not shrink. It will not affect. Okay, shrink in the sense reducing in size. Okay, tagipovodam, and it does not shrink itself. Viscose fibers does not shrink while heating. Okay, and next, viscose fibers is biodegradable. Means what? It can easily degrade in the soil. It's biodegradable. Okay, this is all the good properties regarding rayon. That's why rayon is also used. Okay, and in the place of cotton or linen, it is very much having properties, good properties regarding compared with that of natural fibers. Okay, yeah. Now, properties done, and what is next? Okay, viscose can be blended with some other fibers. Okay, children, viscose is having the property to blend, means what? Mixing, easily mixing with that of other fibers, blending with some other fibers. We'll see what kind of fiber. See how colorful it is. Yes, no, children? Yeah, all the rainbow colors. Good, good, you see. And see, what happens, let's see. Viscose plus polyester. You know, polyester is a type of synthetic fiber. And if you mix viscose fiber to polyester fiber, what happens, you'll get polyviscose. It is used for some other purposes. And viscose is mixed with cotton to obtain cotton viscose. Okay, cotton viscose. And viscose is also mixed with spandex. It's a synthetic fiber, children, for good strength ability. See, viscose is strong already. If you mix spandex, it is having that kind of stretchable, elastic property. You'll get it. Okay, so all these are some other blending properties of that viscose fibers. Okay, viscose can blend easily with that other fibers. Okay, first one is polyester, which is a synthetic fiber. Cotton, natural fiber, and spandex is also a synthetic fiber. Okay, children, this is all about the blending of viscose fiber and other things for beautiful results. Okay, see how good to see, no? Yeah. Next slide, we'll see what is that. Oh yes, uses. What are the uses? See, we discussed the properties and all. Okay, then only you can understand what are the uses of this particular rayon. We'll see what is that one by one. Rayon is mixed with cotton to make sure we'll get bed sheets. Okay, rayon is mixed with cotton to get that kind of smoothness, shininess, and strongness also to the bed sheets. Okay, yeah, it is used to produce bed sheets. And rayon is mixed with wool to prepare carpets. The floor carpets, very shiny to see, good to see, the colors, all the things, the designs and all, no? So rayon is mixed with wool to get carpet systems. Okay, the strength, the strongness, the wool textures and all mixed with that of rayon to get carpets. Okay, and next, it is used to manufacture tire cords. You know what are tire cords? Yeah, the bikes tires. You know, cycles also have the outside layer of the particular tire cords. We say black one. Yeah, that is all about. It is also used to manufacture tire cords. What is that particular one? Rayon. Very good. And it is used to make surgical dressings. Children in hospitals, we can see surgical dressings such as bandages and the outer coats covering protective coats, all this. So they can happily wear this of surgical dressings. It is to make surgical dressings too with the help of this rayon fiber. Okay. And the softness, yeah, we already discussed the softness regarding drape and the luster in the fiber make it a preferred choice for ladies. Okay. See, ladies will use the kind of softness content fabrics, right? So, ladies' garments are used with that of rayon fiber and also menswear too. Okay, because it's preferred with that of draping, luster property, shiny one also because of its softness. Okay, next, dresses, suits, sari, children clothes. See, dresses, suits, sari, children clothes, etc. are also examples of use of this particular rayon fabric. It's prepared from that. And last one, it is used in making umbrella. Very interesting one. Umbrella. In synthetic fiber also we discussed the children umbrella. Yes. So umbrella is having that kind of property where it is prepared from that of rayon also. And umbrella clothes and protective clothes. Umbrella clothes and protective clothes. Okay. Yeah, we can use for raincoats also, children. Okay. And protective clothes also. Okay, these are all the uses of the particular rayon. We'll see the pictures regarding now. Okay. See, pictures one by one. Bandages. We know the surgical dressings using, okay, all these things. Bandages. In hospitals, if we get hurt, they'll do some bandage, no? Yeah, that is also preferred with using of rayon, bandages and tire cords. Children, yes, tire cords. Very good. Now, shirts, see. Have cool, soft and shiny, lustrous thing to see. Yes, no? Yeah. And umbrellas. Umbrellas also. And bed sheets. Rayon is mixed with what? Rayon is mixed with dash to obtain bed sheets. What is that? You want to say it again? What is that? Very good. Cotton. And rayon is mixed with dash to obtain carpets. Once again for you. Wool. Very good. So, we'll mix rayon and cotton to obtain bed sheets. We'll get carpets by mixing of rayon and what is that? Wool. Very good. Next, protective clothes. Okay. And saris. All these are some uses and the things obtained from the rayon fiber. Okay. All this about the use of rayon fiber. And hope you understood what is actually the rayon, the history regarding the behind and also the properties, all the uses and also the, individual things why these rayon fabrics are more, preferred than cotton and linen in summer season also because of its moisture absorption and it is easily trapping a sweat also. Okay. This is all about rayon, children, and here you will end the session. Thank you. Thank you.